Howdy folks, today we will bring to you a Protoss versus Terran. In the top we have Snowbird in the red, and in the bottom blue we have Old Maganja. I think I'm just going to say old guy from now on. Let's get the game started. This is a 14.5 minute game, and we'll look at the production tab starting out. Looks like kind of a slow start for Snowbird. Oh, there's his pylon going down. We got the SCV with the standard open. Trying to wall off a bit here. Probably a barracks coming out pretty soon. Just some standard. Looks like both players getting up. A refinery going down for the Terran player. And nope, there's the barracks. And once he gets his upgrade here, he'll have that walled off with the ability to produce units that can go up or down without lowering his ramp. Which is kind of... Oh, no, he's just going to build the, another supply depot. So I guess he's not going to, unless he's going to move this barracks around a bit so that it still locks in place, he's not going to be building on the tech lab or the fusion or double production of ability. See, Snowbird's putting down another pylon. Guessing this one is kind of scouting purposes as well, like just knowledge what's going on here. Maybe a turtle going down. We also have a cybernetics core going down, the minute-and-a-half mark. So he should be able to get a Stargate or something high-end going on pretty quickly here. Not producing any military units yet, so just another fusion core trying to macro and get himself some more probes. We do see the orbital command going down. And looks like we got a forge going down for Snowbird. And oh, he did move his thing and get the tech lab, and that he's going for. And down here, he built his engineering bay and is going for the infantry weapons 1. He's not researching either stim pack or combat shield, which is kind of surprising. But we'll see what's going on. I mean, he's definitely got some more barracks going, so he's going marine heavy. He's got the orbital command. He's almost at full saturation. He'll be here shortly. Let's see, Snowbird, he's putting down 3 cannons and a robotics facility. So, maybe some observers. We'll see what he's going to do there. And it's got this probe chilling out, but looks like he's doing pretty well on the macro front. It's got 1 full base going. Doesn't have a second base anywhere yet, but neither does the Terran player, who's putting down his reactor. He's going for the double marine production, and he did do stim pack. Alright. And his weapons 1 is just about 2/3 of the way done. We got a shield battery going down over here for... And another pylon, I guess, just to increase the difficulty of taking this out. He did produce a military unit now. He's got a stalker coming in. Oh, he has produced one already. I guess he's trying to prevent against any drops coming around from this way. At the moment, it doesn't look like he's got very many drops. Like, the opponent hasn't progressed beyond Marines, so... Doesn't look like any drops just yet. Let's see, putting down another pylon. Not sure the purpose of that pylon other than just like to see that area of the map. And he moved his stalkers to a better one on each side. Just definitely worried about drops here. Medevacs flying in. Although he's got all this area that's still unprotected or I mean the pylon watches a bit, but a drop could come down here and do some serious damage. Take this pylon and all this goes out. But frontally he's pretty well beefed up. Oh, he does have a ninja base going down for his second base. So, I mean, if he gets scouted, that's bad, but it does confuse the opponents occasionally if they think they haven't gotten even a second base yet. It might make them feel more confident. He's about to get his second base up and running. He's building up here, and he's going to move it down. Looks like he's got a steady flow of Marines coming across the map. Looks like we've got, oh, I got the debris in there too. We've got about 10 Marines here. He's got 5 more in production, and it looks like he's got 6 coming across the map. Let's look at the units. He's at 21 Marines. 4 Stalkers will not hold up against 23 Marines. That number keeps going up. He's definitely doing an all-in Marine. Oh, and the attack he stemmed. That shield battery is doing massive help. 3 cannons in the shield battery. And down go 10. Oh, and we have a Disruptor. I haven't seen that for a while. Hello, Disruptor. So unit lost 13 Marines in that attack, and the shield battery isn't. Wow, that's impressive. Like the shields aren't even hurt on these. So he's got his 3rd going down, and he's working on his 2nd while he's doing this all-in push with Marines still. He's still producing them. Well, he's got 5 more in production, and you can see he's got a decent number coming across the map again. He's got 5 in there, and oh, watch the Marines. They have to through this little purple stuff in the middle here. They have to zigzag. You can't get big units through, but you can get the small stuff through. I mean, I feel like the graphic designer just got kind of bored. They could have built something cool, and instead they just went, we're going to make a barrier. But whatever, it's still part of the game. And you see we got 7. He's built up another 16, 15 Marines. He's going in. Oh, and the Disruptor just took out. Oh, the Disruptor just killed 5 Marines with 1 ball. Oh, and Snowbird, he sent out some production so you can see what's going on. Let's see, here we got another 12, 14 Marines. And how many has he lost so far? Oh, Disruptor ball, not quite there. He's lost 22 Marines, and Snowbird, he's lost a little bit of health on one photon cannon. I mean, he might need to switch, like, he should be switching into tanks. He's going with the tech lab, that's almost done. So he should have tanks soon. Yep, here's some, so hopefully he produces some tanks here shortly. He also produced a Stargate, so perhaps some medevacs? Oh, look at that. This Disruptor is awesome. 12 kills from the 1 Disruptor. Yeah, he definitely got more value. Like, a Disruptor costs how much? Oh, he's making another Disruptor. Disruptor itself costs 300, and he's easily gotten over 600 with that. He's still got a decent amount of Marines out here, but 29 and nearly 1,500 minerals. And on the income tab, because he's been dumping so much into Marines and nothing into macro, like, he just has I mean, it's nice to use the mules, but he's only got mules mining this. With the mules' help, he's keeping up in economics now, but he was behind substantially, and he only even has 1 Vespene. So he's going to have a hard time, like, 125 Vespene is going to take him a while. He's making a tank, but it's just going to take a while, and, oh, this one doesn't have any kills yet. Oh, he smartly moved his Marines away. I don't know if he realizes that he could come down and around and back up here, and at this angle he would only face 1 cannon at a time, but oh, what do we got? 2 Disruptors, one with 19 kills, the other's looking for his first kill. Got a veteran and a rookie. What are we gonna do? These Marines. Boom, boom, 2. Oh, all but 1 Marine died in that. That is, he needed to split. He only got 4. That one only got 4, but this one's up to 29 kills. Oh my goodness. 50 Marines have died and done nothing. Without the Disruptors, I think the Terran might have actually won, but the Disruptors are making all the they're disrupting. They're making all the difference. We do have a medevac on the field now. It looks like he slowed his Marine production a bit, or is that just an optical illusion? He's only got 1 going right now. He does have a tank, and this lack of, yeah, the Vespene guy, you see, now he's building another Vespene. He's short on Vespene, and he's almost mined out this first base. He's spent so many resources on, I mean, he's got some down here now, but, oh, and you see this fleet beacon coming down, so he's, Snowbird's moving into some late game, and the other opponent is still in early game, so, well, maybe mid game. He's got tanks out now, but old Maganja, I don't know. But yeah, look at the production. He's 2,000, whereas with 50 harvesters to barely under 1,000 and 600 to 200 with only 27 harvesters. So this is, and then you added these 30 behind. Now granted, he lost 50 Marines, which cost 1 apiece, so he has made a lot more units, but he's now 30 behind due to the playstyle. Oh, he did go for a drop, which I just missed, but it looks like Snowbird cleaned that up pretty well. And, looks like Snowbird only lost 2, yeah, he only lost 2 probes. So, I think he handled that pretty well. And looks like old Ganja's retreating again. Got this entire, he doesn't have any Vespene coming out of this yet, but he's basically got a full base down here for Snowbird. So he's on 3 bases, and the opponent is barely on 1, it seems. So he's making a second tank. Um, I don't think it's going to be enough here. I mean, look at the bank that Snowbird's building up. He isn't even using his resources that much right now. He's been microing too much, I think. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is, I think he's going for the air kill, like the death blow here. 4 Stargates. And he hasn't done any research or upgrades yet, but 59 kills must to 2. This is definitely looking one-sided at this point. Alright, so let's see here. The aggression has all been on old Ganja. He just hasn't been doing, he hasn't been getting anything. Oh, this is interesting. The tank path, it's faster for the tank to run around up here and come down, because if he tried to go this way, he'd have to come all the way below this stuff, and then, well, at that point he could come down, but then he'd have to go back all the way up over. So the tanks, if you're playing on this map, tanks are going to be coming through this path, and they're probably going to be separated from their units. So if you go up there with some units, and you can probably pick off a tank in transit. Well, let's see. Technically the Disruptors have a longer range than the tank. You can see the tank range isn't quite here. You really should move the tank up about 2 squares, because then you can start peppering these cannons, because it has a longer range. But I'm not sure. These are supposed to have, the Disruptors have like a 13.5 range, and they need line of sight, so they may have to move into range to get, because otherwise their attack has to turn and go down, which might cost them the range they need. But if they were down here in straight firing, they can reach this and not get hit and take out this tank. But it looks like he's just using the tank as a defensive. His build-up has a Marauder in there now, and it looks like we're back up to another 12 or 14 Marines, 2 medevacs. One thing I did notice earlier is that he was stimming his Marines, which I'm not sure if the Disruptor is a one-shot on full health Marines or not, but maybe. Looks like he's sending his Marines for a push up this side. Oh, but the problem is the mothership just came out, and now Snowbird is feeling, oh, if he'd gone for this tank, it might have, but he attacked this one. Yeah, the range is an issue here. I mean, it got to about here. It might have gotten splash damage on this tank if it had gone for that one. But, yep, here comes the Marine medevac push. But at the same time, Snowbird's using his invisibility to come down and take out these tanks. Oh, this could be, well, Snowbird's out of position. That cannon's gonna fall. But there's a Colossus. He put a Colossus in. That'll help clean up these Marines pretty well. And, yep, those Marines are all pretty much going to go down. He does lose the tank, but all of those units are going to go down, and the medevacs, there's pretty much just a Marauder left. So, yeah, it's over 5,000 benefit in units lost for, well, he's using the, those guys as a shield now. That's interesting. And he's going to retreat back for a minute. I'm not sure. I think he should be pushing at this point. You see the Terran doesn't quite have his second base. He's not really doing well in the macro, but he's going for a third. And yep, Snowbird's building up a couple static defenses here and a couple more shield batteries. Yeah, I mean, if he realized how poorly the opponent was doing in macro, I don't think he'd have worried about that so much, but he's expecting another push, so I think he's going for as much underneath the mothership as he can get for the next anticipated push. Oh, and look over here. He's got some carriers now, and they're just filling out their interceptors. Another Colossus. Let's look at the units. Yeah, he's got 2 Colossus, 2 carriers, 9 Stalkers, 2 Void Rays, and those awesome Disruptors with 37 kills. I mean, this cannon has 5. This cannon has 6. Goodness. Units lost. 84 units for the for old Maganja. Production? Oh, he's going with some Thors. I don't know if that's... But he probably should just produce mass Marines and upgrade them. But it looks like he's going for ship and vehicle weapons and plating. Looks like Snowbird has decided to go take the action to the opponent. And, oh, here we go. Oh, Snowbird actually is going for a 4th base. A double ninja. Never took advantage of the small 3rd base back here. That's probably a good idea. You can see... Oh, the Colossus, they actually are able to walk through just like the small stuff does. And we'll see what's going to happen here. I mean, he's got 1 siege tank, but it really... That's not going to be enough. I think Snowbird should just push through. He's got the win. And he's got 100 plus more supply. And... yeah, so he's got a bank behind him. He's building upgrades. You see the 1 air going down and the 1 shield going down. So, we'll see what happens here. So we got, yeah, level 2 air, level 1 armor air, level 2 shields, and a couple more. He's rebuilding his army as he goes to attack. And looks like it's about to, let's watch this engagement here. Does he have any detection? Nope, no detection. A little bit of damage there, but the mothership's going to come in and prevent the tank. And those Colossus clean up all the Marines. And yeah, this should be a GG here shortly. Looks like we got one of the Disruptors that's getting out of position. It's going to get itself killed, but after that, it's just going to be, yep, Snowbird's going to clean this one up. This, oh, this one just cleaned up a couple, he's up to 32 kills now with this Disruptor. This is quite the Disruptor. Is he going to get another VOP? I don't know, he might. Let's see. You going to get more units? He's waiting. He's about to activate it. Oh, and the opponent GG'd before he got any more kills. 32 kills for the 1 Disruptor. That is kind of astounding. And let's take a look here at the units lost. Total of 4 units versus 107. Wow. I'm not sure how well the Disruptor actually gets to play. It was the first game I've seen, and this opponent didn't split his Marines very well, but this Disruptor definitely was the difference in this game. But we will see in further games if the Disruptor actually turns out to be more that valuable or not.